Hi dear students, how are you all of you? You all are very warmly welcome in our online session and on our YouTube channel. Dear students, in the previous video, I have explained you the lesson number 1 sources of history. Yes, and here in this video, we are going to understand the exercise of sources of history. Question number 1 is that complete the names of the following sources of history. Here the sources of history are given and the filling the blanks are there. We have to fill those words. Yes, the first word is that L, E, G, E and D. In the textbook just they have given us L and D, that we have to fill this ligand L, E, G, E and D ligand. Second is Tariq. Tarikh. What is it, students? Tarikh. Now third one is that Bakhar. Bakhar. What is the third one? Bakhar. Bakhar. Fourth one is Powada. Powada. Povada. Yes, these all the words you have to write in your textbook as well as in your notebook. Fifth is inscription. Yes, INSCRIPTION, inscription. And sixth and the last one is monument. MONUMENT, monument. These were the 6 words that I have written it for you and given here to complete your textbook notebook for your better understanding. Now our question second is, let's write. Here we are going to write question and answer. Question 1 is that what do monuments include? I repeat the question. What do monuments include? Monuments include samadhis, caves, virgala. Monuments includes samadhis, caves, virgala. Second is what is Tariq? What is Tariq? Tariq or Tariq means the sequence of events. What is Tariq? Tariq or Tariq means the sequence of events. Yes. Now we can go to the next page. Third, what qualities of the author are important in the writing of history? What qualities of authors are important in the writing of history? The author's impartiality and neutrality are very important in writing history. Yes, the author's impartiality and neutrality are very important in writing history. Third one is that find the odd man out. What is the third? Find the odd man out. Material sources, written sources, unwritten sources, oral sources. From that, odd man out is unwritten sources. What is the odd man out? Unwritten sources. Second, monuments, coins, cave, sculptures, stories. Monuments, coins, cave, sculptures, stories. From that, odd man out is stories. Third, Burjapatras, temple, strategies, paintings. So from that, temple is the odd man out. Understood, dear student? Now last one is Ovids, Tariqs, folk tales, myths. From that is Tariq. Yes. These were the 3 questions. We can go to the next. Question 4 is that explain the following concept. The concept are given here and we have to understand this, explain this concept. First one is that material sources. These sources provide insight about that period. Looking at them, we come to know about the development of architectures, the economic condition, the equality of art, the style of the building, constructions, and people's standards of living and that period. Yes, by looking the material sources, we understand these things. I repeat the answer again. The sources provides insight about that period. Looking at them, we come to know about the development of architecture, the economic condition, the quality of art, the style of the building construction, and people's standard of living in that period. Now second is written sources. Written sources. The significant historical event in the medieval period are learned from the sources of writing styles of script like Arabic, Persian, etc. We can gather information about people's life, etc. By the written sources, we can understand this. Now, third one is oral sources. Various aspects of folk life is understood through folk literature, traditionally passed on from generation to generation. Example, Ovid's folk songs, myths, etc. This is the answer you have to write in your textbook notebook. Understood? Now the next one is that, see, question number 5. Is it necessary to evaluate sources of history? Give your opinion. Why is it necessary to evaluate sources of history? Yes, it is necessary to take certain precautions before using these sources of history. We have to examine their authenticity and see which are genuine and which are fake. Understood? Question 5 is that, is it necessary to evaluate sources of history? Give your opinion. Answer is, as it is necessary to take certain precautions before using these sources of history. We have to examine their authenticity and see which are genuine and which are fake. Now next and last one is that, write why in your words. A stone inscription is considered to be an authentic source of history. A stone inscription is considered to be an authentic source of history. A stone inscription helps us to understand features like the language, script, social life of a period. Yes, second question is, oral sources reveals various aspects of people's lives. Oral sources are the main source of communication. People get to know about other happenings in life by oral communication. These were the answers. Okay, here we have finished our exercise of lesson number 1, sources of history, and you got all the answers of all the questions. To get more videos like this, dear student, please subscribe the channel and press the bell icon so you'll get the notification at the first. Thank you.